Sam turned up to the reunion, and I'm not surprised because he loves being the villain. I feel like without fail, there is a villain each season of Love is Blind. And for this season of the UK one, it was Sam. And I think Sam is more than happy to take on that role. He plays into it. So him turning up at this reunion was not a surprise to me. Sam is very much like a pantomime. He loves being hated. He knows he's not going to be loved, and he's more than happy to take the hate. I think the same way that people can be addicted to love and adoration, I think is the same way people can be addicted to infamy, to being hated. You can see it on his social media pages. He loves the hate comments. He loves trolling because you know what? That all helps his engagement. Because you know who else loves a villain? Netflix. He is probably going to get booked again on Netflix, and he's definitely playing into the producer's hand by offering himself up on a silver platter. We will see Sam again either on Netflix or on any other reality TV show. He's going to be there collecting his checks. Now, in the reunion, they did ask him quite a few questions. They addressed Jasmine and why she didn't pick him. And she basically says that, her women's intuition was basically saying that he was a red flag. I wish they had asked Jasmine if Sam looks like how she expected, because in the pod she was saying, oh, I bet Sam's really good looking and thinks that he can get any girl. So I feel like they should have been messy and asked Jasmine if Sam looks like how she imagined he would look like. But anyway, they move on to the comment that he made about him being worried that he might not be able to pick up Nicole. They don't really address the whole beggars be choosers situation, or the whole she's beautiful to me situation, or the boring brown eyes situation. Like the fact that he was just basically coming up in his head that she was going to be quote unquote unattractive because of all of these factors that are normal. I think they definitely should have asked that. But he is being very diplomatic this reunion. He's saying, that wasn't my intention. I was just nervous, blah, blah, blah. All of these things that don't make no fucking sense. How can you, I'm scared that I'm not going to be able to pick up this person, and you said that out of nervousness. So people are just getting nervous nowadays, and the fat phobia is just seeping out. Sorry, I was fat phobic. I'm just nervous. Then they address the infamous, I think I love you. And to be fair to Sam, I kind of get his answer because, this is all very much like a fast track marriage. So him not being 100% on, him actually loving Nicole kind of does make sense. But at the same time, like, you're meant to propose to people that you're actually in love with. But do I think everybody was in love when they proposed? I don't think every couple was. So I kind of get what he was saying. But then they move on to the Duus question, where they basically address what he said to Banaya about him basically saying that Nicole wanted to sleep with him. And does he know that when he was trying to get a rise out of him? And again, he comes with this diplomatic answer, basically saying he shouldn't have said that in the first place. And, they shouldn't have even had this argument in the first place. And yeah, he regrets that happened. Just scooting around the disgustingness and the derogatory nature of it and the misogynistic nature of it, just scooting around that and really showing his narcissistic nature. It had to be Demi, and Demi really was the star of this reunion, might I add. It was Demi that had to call him out and say, just say sorry. What the fuck is wrong with you, bitch? And even then, he really didn't say sorry. He said, I apologize. Again, very diplomatic. I really feel like he doesn't think that he did anything wrong in that situation. And then we finally got to hear Nicole speak candidly about the situation. And she kept it very classy like she always does. And she said what he said was very hurtful and a lie. Now, a lot of people were very pressed because Nicole didn't clarify whether Sam was telling the truth or not. And I just felt like it was all very ridiculous because we know Sam to be a liar. We've seen him lie and exaggerate things on TV. So I already knew that he was lying. He just wanted Nicole to look bad as revenge for her leaving him, because I think they actually asked who left who at the reunion because it was confusing. And they didn't actually answer it explicitly, but I think Nicole indicated that it was her who ended the relationship. He is bitter that Nicole ended the relationship. So he's trying to sabotage and make it like he was the one who rejected her. Even though we saw him begging this woman not to change her mind on TV. We saw you, bitch. But let's say that was the truth, that Nicole really did want to sleep with Sam. As unrealistic as that is, why does that matter? Why does that matter? They're not together anymore. It would make sense if she wanted to, because that was her fiance. The fact that people were holding on to that, it was just ridiculous. But yeah, it was a lie. It was a lie. I also thought it was really sweet how Benaya was comforting Nicole the whole time. You could see that Nicole was very emotional and stressed about this situation, especially Sam just being in the room, because the disrespect that Sam has done has just been crazy. But yeah, just before he goes, he does his whole diplomatic, apology to everyone. He says he apologizes to everyone. Like, what, bitch? Ugh. The disrespect was to Benaya and Nicole. So I don't know why he's mentioning everyone. Unless he's been a menace behind the scenes as well. And maybe he has been, because it seems like a lot of the cast do not like him. Demi does not like him. Jasmine doesn't like him. I don't think Freddie likes him. Like, he was shuffling on the couch because he was sitting between Freddie and Catherine. So yeah, I don't think a lot of people like him. But like I said, I'm pretty sure this is not going to be the last that we see of Sam. He's clearly a clout chaser, and he's loving the infamy. He's loving being the villain, and he's feeding into it. And he probably has like a fan base as well from all the little kind of incel coded people. And I think deep down, we all love to hate a villain. We do. So in a way, I can't really knock Sam's hustle, but I don't know if I'd want to make my living off of being hated personally. But I guess he might as well, as long as it lasts. But I gotta hear from you guys. What do we think of Sam's appearance in the reunion? Do we feel like he's a clout chaser? Do you feel like him coming to the reunion was fair? Do we feel like he should have been invited in the first place? Are we buying his apology? Are we buying that apology is genuine? Let me know what you guys think. Do we think that he loves being a villain? Let me know what you guys think.